Well, a big event coming up this weekend at the Appalachian Fairgrounds. Riding High Ministries is organizing a 3-day Born Wild event that kicks off tonight. Here with more now on the organization and the weekend ahead, we have Todd Pierce. It's great to have you on the show.
Thank you so much.
All right, well, let's talk a little bit about this weekend that you have coming up. You were telling me you really travel the world doing this, working with horses all your life.
Yeah, horses have been, they were my first love. So when I was just a boy, I lived in a little town that we didn't have a whole lot of social interaction. So my best friend was a horse and a dog, and the connection that I built back then is just something that's been a constant theme throughout my life. And so when I became someone that decided they wanted to follow Jesus, I wanted to do that in a really sincere way, but the church really wasn't something that I felt comfortable with. And so horses became a vessel where Holy Spirit literally used the horses to teach me how to love and how to be loved. And so that's become something that I get to do in public spaces and in front of people, and they get to watch what Jesus does, not just hear what his words were.
So you really chartered your own path, and through this event you bring in a horse. And tell me a little bit about the relationship that you have and how you show people what that means.
Well, the horses they'll bring, we've had a team of people that find the horses, so I don't know them, but they've never been ridden or saddled, so they're not wild in the sense that they've been out on the plains, but they're wild in the sense that they've never been trained. And so over the course of an hour, generally almost all the time, I'm able to be riding them and fully connected with them. And it's really just, that's what Jesus did. He would go out into public spaces and he would demonstrate things to illustrate spiritual truth. And so he wouldn't just speak the words, he would demonstrate it. And so with the horse, if I can create an atmosphere where the horse feels safe enough, then I'm going to have some influence for it, because it wants to either be led or be the leader. And so it's confused until it finds its place in the relationship, and then once it partners with me, then it becomes, exponentially stronger and more capable of things than it ever would have been apart from me.
What's it like for those who get to witness this and see this firsthand? And I can only imagine, with the miles that you have put on and the number of times, you have seen some amazing transformations.
Yeah, I think everybody in the world wants to be a part of the solution and make a difference. And we've got a world that's filled with a lot of opinions, and people don't know who to trust anymore. And so I feel really privileged to be able to have something to offer that it seems as though it's quite moving for people, because you can find yourself in the story all the time. Like if you're open at all, you'll find yourself, where am I in this process of, am I still running? Am I anxious? Am I fearful? Or do I live with peace and love and joy? And so I think it's a really easy way for people to connect and find out, how is it that this God that we can't see really wants to interface with us so that we can understand what truth is. And so the reactions are startling to me, because you'd think a guy would get used to it over time, but I just can't get used to, because every horse is different, so the dynamics are always different, the audience is always different, but we all have the same problem, we all have the same solution.
So you're also going to have music, you're going to have other entertainment taking place. You want folks to come out and experience this. Yeah,
we've got a guy named Austin Johnson out of California. He's amazing, world-class musician, and so he'll join me. And it's not a show, so it's one of those things where you just come and you just see what will happen.
See what will happen. Well, we are honored that you're here. We're
Well,
excited. Going to be a big weekend ahead.
Yes, ma'am.
We're going to give everybody some information. Of course, this is through Riding High Ministries, and you can check out their website for more information. It's called Born Wild, and it's happening this weekend at the Appalachian Fairgrounds. You can check out the website for more.